Welcome to Scholastic Scrimmage here on WQLN PBS. Scholastic Scrimmage is brought to you by the members of WQLN and our friends at the Morris Coupling Company, a company with a strong commitment to service, manufactures parts for pneumatic conveying and industrial vacuum systems. Supported by a dedicated group of employees, Morris has called Erie home for more than 80 years.
Hello, and welcome back to the fourth season of Scholastic Scrimmage. We have made it to the quarterfinals. I'm your host, Glenn Holland. The match will have two halves with a lightning round midway through each half. We'll get to know the students a little bit better at halftime. As a reminder, Scholastic Scrimmage is a game that requires rapid recall of specific factual information and is not indicative of academic training. Time for our first toss-up. What Dutch painter who showed sinful peasants around a cart in his triptych The Hay Wain depicted hell in his work The Garden of Earthly Delights? That is Hieronymus Bosch. Toss-up, pencil and paper ready. How many blue stickers are there on a standard Rubik's Cube, given all the blue stickers can be gathered into a 3x3 face? General McLane, Lena.
9.
Correct, here's your bonus. The U.S. Navy crushed Japan's in what 1944 battle named for a body of water off the coast of the Philippines that featured the first kamikaze attacks?
Midway.
No, it was the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Toss-up. What city where Grover Cleveland served as mayor has an NFL team led by quarterback Josh Allen and Cathedral Prep, Julia?
Buffalo.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. The line, "We were good, we were gold," opens what 2023 song in which Miley Cyrus repeatedly states, "I can love me better than you can"? This is a bonus.
Flowers.
That is correct. Toss-up. What hero who went to the underworld with Pirithous to abduct Persephone used a ball of string to escape the labyrinth after killing the Minotaur? General McLane, Lena.
Ariadne.
No, I'm sorry. Cathedral Prep?
Could you repeat the question?
What hero who went to the underworld with Pirithous to abduct Persephone used a ball of string to escape the labyrinth after killing the Minotaur? That hero is Theseus. Toss-up. What inanimate objects whose formation is studied in nephology have cirrus and cumulus forms? Cathedral Prep, James.
Clouds.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. In coin collecting, what 7-letter term is used to denote the heads side of a coin as opposed to the tails or reverse side? That is the obverse of a coin. Toss-up. What character who is seen near a bicycle rack by Mr. Brown was created by Michael Bond, comes from darkest Peru? Cathedral Prep, James.
Paddington Bear.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. Gerhard Schroeder and Willy Brandt were among the chancellors who belonged to what center-left party that currently leads Germany's governing coalition?
The CDK.
No, it is, oh, I'm sorry, the what?
CDK.
No, it is the Social Democratic Party. Toss-up. What president whose Montenegro supporters were targeted in the Ezeiza massacre was married to Isabel and Evita while in power in Argentina? The president was Juan Perón. Toss-up. What phenomenon which creates beat frequencies via its General McLane, Kyle.
Hold on. Oh, sorry.
Cathedral Prep, I will finish the question. What phenomenon which creates beat frequencies via its constructive and destructive types occurs when two or more waves cancel out or combine?
Wolf tone.
No, that's interference. Toss-up. What country is the primary setting of Sadeh Hendiat's The Blind Owl and Marjane Satrapi's graphic novel Persepolis, which is about her life in Tehran? General McLane, Benjamin.
Iran.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. In 2023, Joe Biden nominated Julie Su to assume what cabinet office which Marty Walsh had resigned to take over the NHL Players Union?
Secretary of Labor.
That is correct. And now it is time for our lightning round. General McLane has first choice of topics, and your choices are Nobel laureates in literature or ship captains.
Ship captains.
All right. Name these notable captains of ships. Genoese explorer who captained the Santa Maria in 1492.
Christopher Columbus.
Correct. English privateer who circumnavigated the globe in the Golden Hind.
Pass.
American who cried, "I have not yet begun to fight," leading the Bonhomme Richard.
Pass.
British explorer who led the Endeavour to Australia.
Pass.
Captain of the Ark Royal who founded the lost colony of Roanoke.
Pass.
Led the Half Moon up a namesake New York river.
Hudson.
That is correct. Chinese admiral who led 7 Ming Dynasty treasure voyages.
Pass.
Pirate who captained the Queen Anne's Revenge.
Beard.
That is correct. Commander overthrown by the mutiny on the HMS Bounty.
Pass.
Led the Endurance to Antarctica where it was trapped in ice.
Pass.
English privateer who circumnavigated the globe in the Golden Hind.
Magellan.
No, it's Sir Francis Drake. American who cried, "I have not yet begun to fight," leading the Bonhomme Richard.
Pass.
British explorer who led the Endeavour to Australia.
Pass.
Captain of the Ark Royal who founded the lost colony of Roanoke. And that's Sir Walter Raleigh. Cathedral Prep, your lightning round, Nobel laureates in literature. Given a pair of works, identify the Nobel laureate who wrote them. The Jungle Book and Kim.
Rudyard Kipling.
Correct. Of Mice and Men and the Grapes of Wrath.
John Steinbeck.
Correct. The Plague and the Stranger.
Pass.
The poems The Lake Isle of Innisfree and The Second Coming.
Pass.
Sula and Beloved.
Toni Morris.
Judges? No. No One Writes to the Colonel and Love in the Time of Cholera.
Pass.
Cancer Ward and the Gulag Archipelago.
Pass.
Clara and the Sun and the Remains of the Day.
Pass.
South American-born author of Disgrace and Life and Times of Michael Kay.
Pass.
Henderson the Rain King and The Adventures of Augie March.
Pass.
The Plague and the Stranger.
Pass.
The poems The Lake Isle of Innisfree and The Second Coming. That was William Butler Yeats. And now, with the lightning round completed, we move back to regular questioning with this toss-up. What building on the site of the former Waldorf Astoria Hotel is a 102-story Art Deco Manhattan skyscraper named after a nickname for New York? Cathedral, James.
The Empire State Building.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What English king defeated Philip VI at the Battle of Crécy after initiating the 100 Years' War?
Edward II.
No, I'm afraid it was Edward III. Toss-up. What country, which was led by Sarit Tunarat after a 1957 coup against Phoebun, has been ruled by many kings named Rama and was formerly called Siam? That is Thailand. Toss-up. What mathematical things are the result of an inner product or dot product, have magnitude but no Cathedral Prep, James?
Scalar.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What symptom, also called pyrexia, increases the hypothalamic set point and typically improves with antipyretics such as acetaminophen?
Itching.
No, it's fever. Toss-up. What grain, which is polished and then fermented to make the Japanese beverage sake, is used in Spanish paella and is grown in names? General McLane, Kyle.
Rice.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What 8-letter word, which comes from the Greek for many tongues, refers to a person who can speak more than one language?
Polyglot.
That is correct. Toss-up. What city is at the mouth of the Yarkon River, is north of the ancient port of Jaffa, and is a coastal city home to most foreign embassies in Israel? General McLane, Benjamin.
Tel Aviv.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. The reader is called a hypocrite and a brother in the poem that introduces what scandalous 1857 collection by the French author Charles Baudelaire? That collection is Les Fleurs du Mal, the Flowers of Evil. Toss-up. What material, first isolated in 2004 by Konstantin Novoselov and André Grimm, using adhesive tape from graphite, is a single-layer allotrope of carbon? General McLane, Kyle.
Carbon fiber.
No. Cathedral Prep? That is graphene. Toss-up. What novel in which a family relocates to Barton Cottage is named after the contrasting personalities of the Dashwood sisters and is by Jane Austen? Cathedral Prep, James.
Sense and Sensibility.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What 24 rom-com stars Anne Hathaway as a 40-year-old mom who, after going to Coachella with her daughter, falls in love with a member of a boy band?
The Idea of You.
That is correct. And that brings us to our halftime. And now at this point, General McLane has 75 points and Cathedral Prep has 100. Now we'll have the opportunity to get to know our students a little bit better.
I'm Ben, I'm in 10th grade, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Stedman.
Hi, I'm Lena. I'm a senior, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Casano.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm a senior, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Trush.
I'm Bella. I'm a senior, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Wheeler.
My name is Kayla. I'm a senior, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Furman.
I'm Julia. I'm a senior, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Hilliard.
My name is James. I'm a senior, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Quinn.
Hi, I'm Raymond. I'm a freshman, and my favorite teacher is Miss Demi.
Toss-up. The Tallgrass Prairie Reserve is in what state whose southern border is formed by the Red River of the South and whose cities include Tulsa? Cathedral Prep, Raymond.
Oklahoma.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Composers Terry Riley and Steve Reich were pioneers of what 20th century musical style whose name refers to its limited and/or short themes?
Say leitmotif. That's right, but it's
Leitmotif?
No, it's minimalism. Toss-up. What politician who succeeded John Smith as leader of a party that he rebranded as New Labour served as Britain's prime minister from 1997 to 2007? That was Tony Blair. Toss-up. What scientist who names a telescope launched in 2009 to find Milky Way exoplanets was a German astronomer who developed laws of planetary motion? Cathedral Prep, Julia.
Hubble?
No. General McLane?
Kepler.
That is correct. Johannes Kepler. Here's your bonus. What text with a Sanskrit name meaning Song of God is a dialogue between Prince Arjuna and his charioteer Krishna and is part of the Mahabharata?
Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita.
I heard Kyle say it's the Bhagavad Gita. Yes, the Bhagavad Gita. Yes, thank you. Toss-up. What country, where the feminist 4B movement began, has the world's lowest birth rate and abolished its gender? Cathedral Prep, James?
Japan.
No, let me finish that for General McLane. What country, where the feminist 4B movement began, has the world's lowest birth rate and abolished its gender equality ministry under Yoon Suk Yeol?
South Korea.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What Thomas Gainsborough painting, once thought to be of Jonathan Buttall, a merchant's son, depicts a youth dressed almost entirely in one color?
The boy in white.
No, it's the Blue Boy. Toss-up. What author who depicted Spanish bullfighting in his book Death in the Afternoon wrote about Brett Ashley and Jake Barnes in The Sun Also Rises? Cathedral Prep, Julia?
Ernest Hemingway?
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Romansh is an official language in what European country whose 26 cantons include Graubünden?
Romania?
No, it's Switzerland. Toss-up. What theory in which motion is depicted on a Minkowski diagram predicts length contraction and time dilation? General McLane, Lena.
Theory of relativity.
I need a little bit more specific than that.
Special relativity.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What materials which have lyotropic and thermotropic types have pneumatic and smectic phases and make up namesake displays called LCDs? Those materials are liquid crystals. Toss-up. What officer was denounced by Edouard Drumont and defended by Émile Zola's letter J'accuse in an 1890s affair over his treason conviction in France? That was Alfred Dreyfus. And now it is time for our lightning round. This time, Cathedral Prep has first choice of topics, and your choices are begins with bro or Kansas.
Begins with bro.
All right. Give these words that begin with the consecutive letters B-R-O. Male sibling.
Brother.
Correct. Metal alloy of copper and tin.
Pass.
Ridge over the eyes.
Brow.
Correct. Pamphlet or leaflet.
Brochure.
Correct. Inflammation of the airways leading to the lungs.
Bronchitis.
Correct. Wide or spacious.
Broad.
Correct. Wild horse or mustang.
Bronco.
Correct. Jewelry held by a pin or clasp and worn near the neck.
Brooch.
Correct. A group of an animal's young that are hatched or raised together.
Brood.
Correct. Period of reduced electric voltage.
Brownout.
Correct. Metal alloy of copper and tin. And that's bronze. General McLane, your topic is Kansas. Answer the following about the state of Kansas. Its capital.
Wichita.
No. Its most populous city.
Pass.
Violent nickname for Kansas in the 1850s.
Pass.
Character from a 1939 film who says, "I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore."
Dorothy.
Correct? President who was raised in Abilene, Kansas.
Pass.
Nickname of teams at the University of Kansas.
Pass.
Fictional Kansas town where Superman grew up.
Smallville.
Correct. Author whose book In Cold Blood is set in Kansas. Hatchet-wielding prohibitionist who operated in Kansas. It's Carrie Nation. And now with the lightning round finished, it is back to our regular competition with this toss-up. In July 2024, what airline that is based at Dallas Love Field Airport announced it would end its practice of having a single cabin with open seating? General McLane, Lena.
Southwest.
I'm sorry?
Southwest.
Yes, that is correct. Here's your bonus. Catholic friar Junipero Serra established many settlements in what present-day U.S. state, seizing lands from the indigenous Kumeyaay people?
California.
That is correct. Toss-up. What phenomena measured by anemometers were represented by Greek gods such as Eurus and Cathedral Prep? James.
The wind.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What Taiwanese-American entrepreneur and founder of Venture for America ran for president as a Democrat in 2020 and later for mayor of New York City? That is Andrew Yang. Toss-up. What TV's channel past reality shows include Teen Mom, The Real World, and Jersey Shore, although it now uses much of its airtime for ridiculousness? Cathedral Prep, Kayla.
MTV.
I'm sorry?
MTV.
Yes, that is correct. Here's your bonus. Pencil and paper ready. What is the largest value of x for which the square root of the quantity 144 minus x squared yields a real number value? There's a bonus.
144.
No, the answer is 12. Toss-up. What cabinet post did Cordell Hull hold for 11 years under Franklin Roosevelt, from which he helped form the UN and was America's top diplomat? General McLane, Kyle.
Secretary of State.
Correct. Here's your bonus. In what decade of the 20th century did the Xinhai Revolution topple Puyi, the final emperor of China's Qing dynasty?
(1930).
No, it was the 1910s. Toss-up. What mountain range, which has sub-ranges named Emmental and Bernese, contains such peaks as the Grand Combin, the Matterhorn, and Mont Blanc? General McLane, Kyle.
The Alps.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What infield position in baseball is represented by the number 5 on a scorecard and is sometimes called the hot corner?
Shortstop.
No, it is third base. Toss-up. What natural polymer in which beta-1,4 glycosidic bonds link glucose molecules is the main structural component of the cell walls of plants? Cathedral Prep, James.
Cellulose.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. An 1891 story titled The 5 Orange Pips is narrated by what doctor who shares a flat at 221B Baker Street with Sherlock Holmes?
Watson.
That is correct. John H. Watson. Toss-up. What play in which the deposed Duke of Milan is served by Ariel and lives with his daughter Miranda is a William Shakespeare play set on an island? Cathedral, James.
The Tempest.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What Breton explorer who named Mount Royal after King Francis I was the first European to map the Gulf of St. Lawrence in modern Canada?
Henry Hudson.
Another was Jacques Cartier. Toss-up. What tribe, who were forced on the long walk to Bosque Redondo, had members who served as code talkers in World War II? Cathedral Prep, James?
Navajo.
That is correct, or Diné. Here's your bonus. What second longest river in China is named for the color of the sediment or less that it carries?
Yellow River.
That is correct. Toss-up. What cells which mature from... And that's the end of the game. General McLane, your score was 165. Good job during the matchup. Good luck with the rest of your academic year. Congratulations to Cathedral Prep. With a score of 270, you will be moving on to the semifinals of our competition.